is an upcoming event designed for women in ag to learn and network. Regional dairy educator Tina Coleman is here with a preview. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
An exciting return to this event in person, right?
Yes, we are excited to offer our Women in Agriculture program called Vital back to Eastern Wisconsin in person. And it's been before COVID, before we had this event in person. We're excited to bring ladies back together to connect with each other, network, and share the same experiences and challenges with each other.
Who do you encourage to attend this event? Certainly active producers, but if your husband is very involved in the industry, or perhaps you work in a service industry that helps agriculture.
Yes, absolutely. Any woman related to agriculture. Our farm women, employees, managers, but also our agribusiness professionals. And then, like you said, maybe a spouse of a individual that is active in the ag industry. It's really about connecting strong women together and have a support network so that they can be able to connect with each other and, again, relate to each other with the experiences, with the challenges they have on the farm, with the farm, or in their business.
Give us an idea of some of the sessions and speakers we'll hear from.
So we're excited to have with us Greenstone Farm Credit Service to talk about the 3 high I's: inflation, interest, and inputs, because we know with the industry that there's an increase in those, which does impact the bottom line for profitability. So we will have Tony Sorensen and Amanda Kroll joining us to talk about that. Angie Elnis, who is a dairy educator from Extension Manitowoc County, will talk about cows in transition. Those are an important part of the dairy industry, the dairy herd, making sure they have a good foundation and set up for success to enter the milking herd. So she'll talk a little bit about that. And then we'll have Stephanie Plaster, our Extension Outreach Specialist for Farm Management, to talk about adding value to some products on your farm and entrepreneurship, because as we know, we do need to diversify income onto the farm to minimize that risk. And ending the day, which we're so excited about, is to have a panel discussion of 3 women farmers who have added value to their operation and diversified, including a sunflower farm that they do in the fall, another one that has taken their milk, A2 milk, and have produced it from a very small herd of Guernsey cows to sell to individuals, and then finally one that has market beef as well as a wedding event venue on their dairy operation.
Great to see that diversity all in one place, and what a beautiful venue. You're going to be at the Farm Wisconsin Discovery Center.
Yes, we're so blessed to be at Farm Wisconsin Discovery Center just off I-43 south of Manitowoc County. The event is April 5th on a Wednesday, and it's a great time to celebrate and kick off the spring for our farm women.
What has the reaction been like in the past once these women get to meet those who walk the same path that they do and be able to network with them?
It's amazing. So throughout the event, we actually have a lot of opportunities for breaks and opportunities from the network. And just to hear the conversation, it's kind of difficult to stop the conversation to go on to the next discussion. But they have so many discussions going on relating to other individuals that they can share their stories with, and then some long friendships going on. And remarkably, we have ladies that live within miles of each other and don't see each other, but they come together as a group and have a day away from the farm.
They are always welcoming new friends. If you would like to join in this day of really inspiration and education, Women in Agriculture is happening April 5th at the Farm Wisconsin Discovery Center, 10:30 to 3. You do need to register, and we will have that link for you in the Midwest Farm section of wearegreenbay.com. Thank you for being here.
Great, thank you.